Hi, good afternoon and welcome to this Axopar Brabus Shadow 500. Based on the hugely successful Axopar 28, Brabus take this hull and modify it with the addition of carbon fibre to allow the fitment of a larger engine option. So here you can see we have a pair of twin 250 horsepower V8 Mercury Racing outboards, badged up with the lovely Brabus logos there. This particular hull is spec'd out in a platinum grey finish. There are options for a Miami blue, a white, and then a custom black ops, which is a hand painted black as well. This colour is done in the gel coat from the factory. You'll see on the back here the addition of trim tabs and underwater lights both sides. And this particular model is the T-top. So we can see here the central roof with a removable canvas over the top. And it has a full canvas package to enclose the seat and the windscreen area. We head up the ladder here. You can see this particular boat has the optional aft cabin. There is another layout to remove this and have a wet bar that runs across behind the back seat there, giving you more deck space at the back if you need it. She has a full S-Tech package, so synthetic teak all around the decks here. Stepping down into the boat, see we've got these nice bathing platforms either side of the engines. Makes getting in and out of the water very easy, or boarding from the pontoon. Got electric hydraulic assist power steering there, makes it really light on the steering from lock to lock. Handy storage lockers here, both sides of the aft deck. We've got a pull out deck shower there, hand bilge pump, remote control for stereo here. There are 8 speakers around the boat, plus the addition of a subwoofer, so you'll see a really good sound package here with a Bluetooth audio. Nice little touch of these LED lights around the deck, makes the boat look great at night time. Then up forward here we have a seating area. All the cushions are removable for storage, with storage lockers underneath, and the addition of a table as well, which drops down to make this into a sun pad when you need it. Up on the bow here, see a clever fold out anchor winch. This takes a few minutes to put together, electric control there. And you'll notice on all the rails here they're painted. They're stainless steel, but with a black paint over the top. Just gives the boat that really sort of moody look. Very aggressive styling. And in the front of the console here is a heads compartment. It's a nice big door, easy access. And in here we've got an electric flush toilet. There's your breaker panel for all the electric systems on board. And as a Brabus special edition here, we've got all the quilted leather finish. Nice fleck in the synthetic top there. It's a little tap. Really good sized windscreen, twin wipers, so great in all weather conditions. Then moving into the cockpit, so we have the back seat here, room for 4 adults, and obviously a helm and co-pilot seat. Finished in a red Silvertex upholstery, so with Brabus detailing, so we've got badges and this diamond stitch. Really nice look to the boat. Underneath this middle back seat, this cushion out. Reveals a handy overnight double berth, or somewhere to store your gear if you're into water sports, you want to carry wakeboards, paddle boards, that sort of thing. Just use it as a handy storage area. And battery switches there over on the port side. LED feature lighting throughout. And there's a deck hatch, see up there. Access onto the aft deck if you've got your water sports gear in here. Again, lots of leather detailing. Nice Alcantara finish on the seat cushions. Little step down here just to make access in and out a little easier. does make this usable as a weekender. Then in front, we pop these two seats forward. There's a top loading cool box and a little sink with a tap there. Again, great use of all the space available. So stepping down, and you do step down at the helm here, you really do feel protected on this boat. So imagine driving this when the weather's not so good, you're still behind glass, but if you want to sit up top on the bolster cushion here, these obviously lift up as required. Just allows you to get your head up, wind in the hair. Then we've got the optional Garmin package here with twin navigation screens, feeding into your audio system, displays engine parameters, things like that. So it's all touchscreen. Nice, easy, clear gauges for when you're running at speed. Moving on to the feature wheel here, which are only available on Brabus Edition boats. We've got controls for trim tabs, bow thruster controls here, controls for your audio system. Don't need to take your hands off the wheel when you're running at speed. Moving across here on the starboard side, throttles fall nicely to hand. They're electric fly-by-wire, so very easy to operate, and you can actually run single lever, so we just fold this one out of the way when running, and then we've got both engines just here on one stick. Again, handy trim on the top here for both engines together, or single controls here. This boat does actually have active trim system, so for typical day-to-day usage there's no need to trim the engines. You can actually just set the active trim and the boat will trim itself automatically to give you the best altitude for the weather conditions. Mercury vessel view here gives you fuel readouts, alarms on the engines, and all your gauges and what have you, just to save having it up on the screens if you want to run your nav and radar, etc. Carbon fibre detailing everywhere, so you'll see here on the dash, hand laid dash, little leather inlays on the grab handles. So detailing is everywhere on this boat. The finish is very good. So say they take what is a hugely successful Axopar 28 model, and Brabus actually have their own factory alongside the Axopar facility where they build these very special shadow boats. Looking up top, in the addition of the nav pack there, you'll see we've got a radome, and there's a remote control spotlight, LED lighting, again painted black aerial. A very, very cool boat. Running one of these out in the summer with the V8 engines here, she will get up to a speed of over 54 knots flat out. It really is an easy boat to drive quickly, whether you've got the active trim on or not. Very much a case of set the boat up and you're not constantly playing with the trim. Really does give you confidence. It's a twin step hull, but despite that it never feels nervous in the water. You don't get evidence really of chine riding. So sort of setting the boat up to run 35-40 knots, very, very easy. And if you fancy a little bit more, bury the throttles. The V8s really do get the boat going, say, and she will get up in excess of 50 knots with relative ease, even with a number of passengers on board. The weight really doesn't make much difference on this boat. We'll jump back down, we'll just take a profile look at the boat. Here in the sunshine, really does look quite something else on the water. So there we have it, 2019 Axopar Brabus Shadow 500 T-top special edition. She's around £177,500 excluding VAT, as you see her with this spec. And she's a stock boat ready to go now. So if you'd like to find out any more information, please get in touch with us. We are the Brabus Marine London Group Limited. We're at the Southampton office here today, and I'll put the contact details at the bottom of this video. Thank you.